Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? What's going on? This is the recap. As you can see, I got everything put out here. Hope y'all had a wonderful weekend, man. We're gonna get right into it. I ain't gonna hold y'all up here. Hopefully y'all can catch this recap in the morning before the market open. If not, try to look at it on your own time when the time is convenient for you, obviously. Uh, you know. And like I said, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. But man, we had a bunch of stock news came out this weekend, and it was it was a very chill weekend. But like I said, a bunch of stock news came out, and it was just rolling. They didn't really kind of start with that news about the banks all weekend. But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. I just need to break down, what the disclaimer mean and what it's about. You dig. Like I said, man, I hope you had a wonderful weekend, man, for real, because I did. And, I got to enjoy it with my kids, spend a little bit of time with them, but that's really about it. All I did. Um, I did go to the banks. I did go to the bank and make some deposits. It was nothing wrong. So that was a good thing, you feel me? But yeah, we are live here, ladies and gentlemen, but this is going to be a live recap here. But this is a recap. This is recap coverage from the stock and crypto market. These are live ideas of thought and studies. This is not financial advice on this stream or with this company. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to recap what happened on Friday, you guys. We're gonna go over things, a couple things what happened on Friday. Like I said, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna try to make it about 10, 15, 20-minute videos so it'll be likable to you guys' discretion and you guys can watch it. If you could, man, hit that like or subscribe button. Share as well, man. Spread the word. We're doing recaps now about the stock market. This is a huge week this week. We got a lot of economic data coming out. We're gonna get into all of that. I'm gonna show y'all the details. Like I said, and we're gonna go over what happened on the market on Friday. I did make a video Thursday saying what could possibly happen on Friday, and it came to fruition. It really happened. Things really happened. You know what I'm saying? It really came to real life. It came to reality. So we here now, and like I said, I got a couple plays on the lookout for this week, and like I said, man, we're gonna get into the data right here. I ain't gonna hold y'all long. Let's go ahead and kick it off with earnings. We do got a bunch of earnings coming out this week. Zoom in here. You see, we got a bunch of earnings coming out this week here, you guys. Some big names sticking out like sore thumbs is Nike, GameStop. They report their earnings this week. That's Tuesday after close. We got Chewy, KB Homes. These are just some names that's sticking out to me, companies that I've heard of before in my lifetime. We got FactSet. It's a bunch of companies reporting earnings this week. Earnings last week, some names really did move the market. They kind of were in their own lane when it came to report. They kind of ignored all news. The market kind of ignored all economic data last week, but I doubt that happens this week. This is a real huge week. We got Jerome Powell speaking. He speaks Wednesday. We're gonna get into that data as well. But I wanted to show you guys the earnings plays. Like I said, right here, I got them lined up. The most notable ones, I would say on Monday, you got Foot Locker. That's coming in first thing in the morning before the market open. We're going to check that out. And like I said, on Tuesday, the most notable ones, you guys like Nike. I'm saying GameStop. Wednesday, Chewy, Wolf. Thursday, you got that restaurant right there. So you got some big names here. I will keep an eye on the Dow, the SPY, the Triple Qs, and the IWM. Obviously, we're going to go into what those charts mean. And, we're going to look into that. Big news headline all weekend I've been seeing here. To hike or not to hike. Fed's next move in question as bank crisis feared. So that's what's going on Wednesday, you guys. This is going to be moving the market. The Federal Reserve is going to be talking about this all week. They're going to be talking about this all week. But the Federal Reserve is going to make a decision on rate hike. They're going to either hike the market or not. So this is going to be a huge move this week. It's going to be a lot of volatility. You guys be cautious out there as always. It's going to be real serious, man, for real. This market can really go down bad if a certain amount of basis points are announced. I think we're prepared to get a hike about 25 basis points to 50. somewhere in there. So I have no idea really, but we're gonna find out when the Fed announces it on Wednesday. And of course, like I said, we'll be doing recaps all week, going over all this information and explaining. But that's just one thing I wanted to show you guys coming in off the weekend. This was a headline. This is a question everybody's asking: to hike or not to hike? Fed's next move in question as bank crisis feared. So, of course, the bank crisis is continuing. Our president, Joe Biden, he did say that the bank crisis is kind of not continuing. He said it's kind of slowing down. He was saying like things are going to be okay, basically. So I don't know. We're gonna see. We did see a lot of news. People saying they're gonna step in and help out. Not what they call it. People are trying to say they're basically just bailing them out, but I don't think it's. They're basically trying to. The Fed is trying to say, "Nah, we're not gonna bail them out, but we're gonna help them out." Basically, so it's a difference. So that's what they're trying to say, and that's been the headlines all weekend about all these banks. But facing calls to pause, Fed poised to approve 25 basis points rate hike this week, despite market turmoil. So, you guys, like I said, we investors, the market traders, investors, shareholders, we're expecting the Fed to approve a 25-point basis rate hike this week. If it's higher than that, you guys expect the market. I'm thinking they're saying to go lower. If it's that, actually, I think they're saying expect the market to go up. In a very bullish form, but we'll see. Take things one day at a time, 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time. Take things, at the pace that you can handle it, obviously. But these are just headlines that was just rolling all weekend, and I'm just showing you guys, giving you guys a little recap so you know what's going on going into Monday. But yeah, facing calls to pause. That's what people are thinking. They're thinking the Fed is going to pause on the rate hike because there's so much stuff going on with the banks. But we'll see. We'll see. That's just part of it. So we're gonna find out. I'm just giving you guys a 411 to drop. You dig? U.S. economic data this week. We got existing home sales on Tuesday. The Fed rate decision on Wednesday. That's what I've been talking about. That's a big day. Wednesday's your big day there. Jobless claims is on Thursday. Those numbers come out. That's going to be a big day as well. New home sales Thursday. Durable goods orders on Friday. Services PMI, manufacturing PMI, all that on Friday. So big week of economic data this week. We'll see if the market brush it off or, try to really take it serious. We're going to see. The market kind of really just been brushing stuff off for real. But I don't think it's going to brush off what the Federal Reserve got to say. But we're going to see Federal Reserve this week. Like I said, Wednesday, Fed interest rate decision is at 2 p.m., you guys. So that decision comes out at 2 p.m. on Wednesday. So expect the market to react to it. Expect your portfolios to change suddenly at 2 p.m. on Wednesday. That's if you're in positions or anything. If you're not and you're watching it, it's a good learning point to understand how this market works. Fed FOMC statement Wednesday, 2 p.m. Fed FOMC economic projections Wednesday, 2 p.m. And, of course, Fed Chair Powell speaks right after the interest rate decision is announced at 2 p.m., then Powell's going to do a follow-up about what it's actually saying in text form. But he's going to do probably a live briefing or something like that, or they'll have his voice audio. Who knows? But he's going to be speaking at 2:30, you guys. So between 2 and 2:30, really between 2 and 4 p.m. on that Wednesday, expect a lot of volatility in the market, even afterwards on Thursday as well. So it's gonna be really exciting this week, you guys. It's gonna be a week to be very profitable, man. Very, very profitable. But I like to sum things up, with my clients and my company over here at LCAOD. My top 5 things to know this week, I would say be looking out for that Fed 25 basis points rate hike. Powell press conference, of course, on Wednesday. The bank sector contagion fears, I will be looking out for all of that, you guys, because these banks have been collapsing. Even though people saying they're going to step in and help out, that don't mean things going to get fixed easily all of a sudden. But we'll see. You just never know. We're dealing with banks. We just never know. This is the first time. This is like one of the biggest collapses in history. So it's still ongoing. Even though Biden's trying to cool the turmoil, I don't think the contagion going to stop. But U.S. housing data, I don't think the contagion going to stop this early is what I'm saying. But U.S. housing data coming out. You got Nike, GameStop, Foot Locker, all these earnings coming out, GIS, everything. So be looking out for all that. But like I said, the contagion fears, I think it'll continue. Not saying for a long time, but just maybe I say at least a week or two. Who knows how long it'll really last? But I know for a fact at least a week or two. It ain't gonna just stop overnight. But Biden is trying to calm everybody down, and I respect that as a president, so I ain't tripping. He doing his job, you know. But it is what it is, you guys. And this was the cover here. If you guys couldn't see it, this happened on Friday. This is from Friday's report. The Dow closes nearly 400 points lower on Friday as First Republic and regional banks resume slide. The Dow Jones Industrial Average lost 387.66 all points, or 1.2%, to close at $31,859.59 all points. The S&P 500 slid 1.1% to end at $3,916.62 all points, while the Nasdaq Composite was down 0.7% to $11,630.51 all points, you guys. So that's what happened on Friday. Basically, the market did go down. Basically, that was the top from Thursday. That was the top. You know, the Bulls rallied on Thursday, and they didn't continue. The market sold off on Friday. People took profits going into the weekend, and we're just kind of right back to where we were, really kind of before CPI, or like right at CPI when it was announced. We're kind of right there at that level again on the SPY, and really kind of everything else. And that's just pretty much the economic data, you guys. So let's get into the charts real quick. Like I said, I ain't gonna hold y'all for too much longer. It looks like I've been rolling here for about what? We'll see, about 11 minutes. So I'm going to just go over the SPY, the triple Qs, IWM, and the VIX and the Dow. And we'll go over a couple plays here that I got lined up for the upcoming week. So let's start out with the SPY, you guys. The SPY. Let's look at some levels here and see what happened on Friday and see what could possibly happen on Monday. Remember, I did some drawings there on Thursday. That what would possibly happen on Friday, and it looks like the drawings that I did draw. Yeah, that was the top right there on the SPY. I'm looking at it right here. It looks like the SPY opened up. The SPY opened up right there at 393, and it didn't show any strength. You had two tops coming in right here, opening the day. It actually gapped down. Really, you opened. Remember, from Thursday it was at 396, so huge gap down right here. You see nothing right here. We'll be looking out for that level coming into this week. But yeah, 396 to 393, it opened up. And these were your two topping points right here for the day, entire day. That was early. And the Bears didn't play. They stepped in. They brought this thing straight down here. It broke through the level of where I told you it was going to have to show some support at about, 391. It didn't show support. It actually sliced through it and went down there all the way to about 389, you guys. So it definitely back tested all the way. It actually took all the gains back from Thursday. Like I said, so basically looking at the market, it kind of didn't do nothing. We're still consolidating technically, you guys. We're still in the same area. The market hasn't made a decision yet. Maybe they're waiting on the Fed rate hike decision. Who knows? Maybe they're waiting on more bank information to come out this week. Who knows? Maybe they're waiting on earnings. It's just a lot of hope in the future and ahead of you. So at the end of the day, it's consolidating. It's in the same spot. It's going up and down. It's not really moving. It's accumulating. It's growing in the same area. For a breakout, though, like I said, either to the up or downside here. And we're going to find out by Friday this week. We got expiration coming up. But, yeah, man, the spot just sold straight off here, you guys, all the way down to really about 388 there. You see down there, that was the low of the day. And then it found some strength. Got rejected right there at 391. Found strength, bounce. And then it actually got knocked down again, 389. And then it ended up closing right at 390. So we're actually here now on the SPY. We're at 390. So it's going to be really key. I see basically the SPY is definitely going to have to break this level right here, this 391 level. I'm going to be looking at this level really closely tomorrow on the SPY. You guys should as well. So I see it starting out right here. It needs to be above 391 by pre-market. If not, at least by the opening bell. And after you get to that level, you're going to have to really, I say, you guys, that gap fill on the SPY is going to be really critical this week. You're gonna have to get to about 395, 394, 3 in that area. That's a gap fill area. You know, if the Bulls can get it back up there with this rate hike decision going on this week, you guys, we might be seeing SPY 400 again coming soon here. It's a possibility, but you definitely want to fill that gap right there early at 394. You know, to the downside, you guys, I will be looking at a break below these levels right here, these bottoms right here. 388. You know, that's break below. Break below that, you guys. I say we can go really back down here to this 384 level, you guys. So I'm looking at a break below. It's either going to break above 391 or a break below 388, you guys. And if it's below 388 and not showing strength to get back above 388 or 387, it's definitely going to try to go back to about 384, 383 area, you guys, and maybe it might even take you to 380 if you zoom out a little further. We go back 5 days on the SPY. So these are some key levels to definitely be watching on the SPY, you guys. I'll be looking. You make sure you be looking. You feel me? So upside, definitely need to break above 391. Downside, need to break below 388. That's what I'm looking at right there on the SPY. I'm playing it real close and real tight, just like how this market has been. And we'll see. But as you can see, my drawings were correct here on the SPY. So we actually can erase them, and we'll have some fresh drawings on for tomorrow to see what happened if the levels were correct. Let's look at the triple Qs real quick. Let's get into the triple Qs. Triple Qs, man. Triple Q's really been picking the market up. It's really been leading the market. It's been doing everything for the market. It's kind of been like a safe haven for the market right now. You know, the triple Qs relies under the NASDAQ. So the NASDAQ has really kind of been pushing the market. Big tech has been showing a lot of strength and a lot of safe haven. So we're looking at that. The triple Qs actually broke out to about. I'm gonna get the levels right here for you. It's loading here. It looks like it broke out to about 308, but once it did get to that 308 level, it got rejected and it back tested all the way back to about 304. So the levels on the triple Qs it's just kind of wild, man. We want to be very cautious with those levels. Charts get pulled up here. I can show you in a minute where we're possibly heading next. Let's see here. It's loading. Give me 1 second, you guys. It happens. This stuff happens sometimes. Technical difficulties. Chart just like disappeared out of nowhere as I'm clicking on it, but it'd be like that. But the triple Qs though, like I said, they kind of been they've been leading the way. Like I said, I've been seeing a lot of headlines and stuff going on TV promoting March Madness with the triple Qs. So that might have some positivity. It might not. Let's see here. Look where we at. So this look like the 1 day chart right here. I'm just trying to make sure. It's a lot of drawing. But yeah, the triple Qs has really been showing strength. And it's acting as if it wants to lead the market more to the upside. You know, that's what the triple Qs has really been doing. But just keep an eye on it. You know, it did break those levels. Like I said, it ended up being here. This is from Friday, you guys. This was Thursday going into Friday. It looks like I said, pre-market, it was playing around that 307, 305 level. It did break out here and make a top right there at 309. Like I said, hard rejection there, huge sell off right at the opening, just like everything, just like the SPY did, sell off all the way back to 305, you guys. Then it even back tested right here back to 303. So we're going to be looking at the levels on the triple Qs. Like I said, they're actually spitting out a lot of gains to the up and downside. A lot of volatility going on with the triple Qs. The levels I'm looking at, the triple Qs right there, is, you know, it closed at 305, so it definitely needs to show strength to push back above this 308 level. That was a quick, fast rejection there, so Bull's not going to like that if you do that again, or if it don't even try to show strength to even try to get up there to that level again. You get what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. You know, this could be your top right here on the triple Qs, but a break above 309, you guys, I'm definitely seeing the triple Qs try to tag about 310 to 313 here by the end of the week, especially by Wednesday or by Friday. So 313 is looking like your ultimate goal by the end of the week here. The triple Qs is trying to get to $313, you guys. That's if it goes up. To the downside, I'm looking at the levels at about 303 to break. 303 is showing strong support right now, like it wants to bounce off this level and try to say it's a bottom. But at the same time, if it breaks below 303, I would say definitely look out for that 300 level. I would pin that 300 level there. That's what they trying to do. So I'm looking to the downside at about 303 to 300 on the triple Qs, maybe even 299. We'll see, tomorrow or in Tuesday how things pan out. But yeah, that's the triple Qs chart. So keep your eye on that, you guys. Keep your eye on that. Let's go over the DIA, Dow Jones. What we doing, Dow, Mr. 30,000? 30,000, wow. So the Dow Jones sector, you guys, it looks like they did exactly what the SPY and the triple Qs did far as the pattern and the structure and how the market works. It looks like they did the same thing. So looking at this chart right here, it had a high day about 321, but it was a quick rejection all the way down here to about, what's that level, 317. Then it back tested as well, 317.22 being your ultimate low, 317.14 is your ultimate low. So about 317 is support. So what I'm really looking at coming off the weekend, coming off of Friday, going into Monday, you guys, from Friday to Monday is the levels, the same levels it was. It must either break below support here if you want to see more downside, or it must break above resistance. That's just what it is here. So I'm looking at the triple Qs to bounce. It has to retest that 321 level. It got to put pressure on it. The Bulls got to step up and put pressure on the Bears. And the Bears got to step down and put pressure on the Bulls if they want to break below. You're going to have to try to break below that 317 level. It's going to be very key. So those are levels for tomorrow we're looking at on the Dow Jones. Let's get into the IWM, and we're about done. You guys want to wrap it up. Like I said, I ain't going to hold y'all too long tonight. We just going to get straight into the action tomorrow, man. We just going over the levels real quick, and then, like I said, we're going to see if it's making sense and it's adding up to what I'm drawing here before it even happens. But the IWM, the Russell 2000, you guys, it's going to be big for them this week. Like I said, we got GameStop earnings coming up, so that's going to help. That's going to help out the Russell 2000 move a little bit, whether it's positive or negative. You feel me? It's going to have a reaction for sure. For sure. So that's what we're looking at right now. As the chart is loading here, we're gonna get into the levels once it gets on the screen, and there it goes. So all right, IWM looks like it had a high of 174 and 174.54. So about 174.74 and 174.54 was your high of the day on the IWM. Your low of the day is looking at that level at 171 and about 170.86. So that's your ultimate bottom here on the IWM. 170 has been your bottom in the IWM for about a week or two. I would just be cautious of that level. A break below 170, you guys. The IWM can possibly back test about 168, 167. I would just look out below for that, man, coming if it is going to be more downside. For the upside here, you guys, obviously, like I said, for the other ones, just like the other ones, the Dow and the SPY and the triple Qs right here on the IWM, they got to break their high of the day from Friday. So if that was the case, it would be 174 here. They need to see about 175 and try to definitely hit that line about 177. I think this is a big area on the IWM to try to get above 177 to be bullish for the week. So we're going to check out that level, and we're going to see. Let's get into right now the volatility, you guys, the VIX. Let's see what the VIX is up to. Let's see how the speed of this market was on Friday. I think it actually it picked up here a little bit. It was up about 10% at close, almost 11% at close. So I think the volatility is actually, like I said, it's getting higher. It's getting faster. People are getting scared. So that's just how things work here. People are betting on the speed of this market right now. And looking at it, like I said, the IWM was just straight bullish. Really, not the IWM, but the VIX. Excuse me. The VIX was controlling the IWM, but the VIX was just looking very bullish, and it showed a lot of strength to the upside. You had a high about $25.50. That's pretty high on the VIX. A lot of volatility. $26 is a lot of volatility. Anything above 20 on the VIX is a high volatility, so keep that in mind. But about $26 is your high of the day on the VIX, and about $23 is your low of the day. So as you can see, if the VIX come back down to that $23 level, $22 level, you'll see stocks actually go higher. But if the VIX stay elevated at this level right here, up $25 and $26, going back to like 27, almost $30, woo, you got some more downside for these stocks. And you can bet that, you guys. So that's what we're looking at on the VIX. We're looking at those levels. If it's above 26, expect more downside, you guys. If it's below 23, 24, expect more upside in the market here. So that's what we're looking at, you guys, this week. Just those four sectors mainly, of course. That's always moving the market. And a couple stocks here we're gonna call out. J.P. Morgan. We got an eye on them. We got an eye on the bank this week here. LCAOD. We're watching J.P. Morgan. Just for more downside to see, if the fear is going on or people actually, is J.P. Morgan one of the banks where they're actually going to be a hero, and you can actually, people from these small regional banks are going to start going to these bigger banks like J.P. Morgan. So that's what we're trying to see. We're looking out for that. If that's the case, I think if more people are going to jump into J.P. Morgan looking at them to be a hero, then you can expect more upside. But if they're going to be panicking and they think this effect on the small banks can happen to the big banks, then expect more downside. It's just that simple. That's just how the banks are being played right now. So we're looking at J.P. Morgan here. Hopefully, it can move to where what we think and know the information we have studied over the weekend. So we're looking at upside here at about 130 on J.P. Morgan. Downside we're looking at about 120, 121. It's just that simple. These are the levels right here for the banks right now. So we're expecting about a $5 move either direction there on J.P. Morgan, and we're gonna keep watching that, you guys. Microsoft has been killing it, you guys. This has been a safe haven stock. This stock has been actually saving the market itself. It's been going crazy. They went up last week. They went crazy last week. They closed at 279 on Friday, and this is really looking bullish, man. I think they're trying to show strength. They topped out at about 283, almost 284. I think, man, if you zoom out on Microsoft, man, Microsoft really got the bag. If you look at their market cap right there, they're a $2.8 trillion company. So Microsoft got that bag for sure. They can really, really move here. They definitely have moved the market, like I said. They moved the market this week. They were at a low. Really think about it. Looking at the chart right here, think about it. If you got in right here, March the 13th, that was the last low you saw Microsoft. It was at 246. From 246, it has just went straight bullish, bonkers, upside here, you guys. So yeah, it's in a channel right now. It's in a bullish channel. I wouldn't be trying to short it. I wouldn't be trying to be the guy, this is the top, trying to, follow the market, follow the trend. The trend is your friend. So just kind of have some patience on it. Like I said, I really see more upside. This market has been showing us like certain names have been like saving certain names. So this is one of the companies that's been saving other companies. And like I said, I think it's more upside here. Obviously, about 287, like I said, 290 would be a goal for the end of the week. I think Microsoft can pull it off. If not, this is the top. If 279 is the top and that 284 was your top right there, I would be looking at more downside here to about 270, and just to play really kind of consolidated 275 until it really wants to figure out the way it wants to go. So just be looking out looking out for that level, and looking at Microsoft and take a look at that. We're going over Spotify here. This is last play here. We're going to be looking at Spotify this week as well. We're going to be looking at earnings plays too this week as well. We're going to be looking at Nike. We'll have it pulled up on the recap tomorrow. But yeah, going over Spotify right now, these are some plays, like I said, we're just looking at for the week. Spotify has been showing a lot of bullish momentum here as well. As you can see, March 2nd, that low was 114, and they just went bullishness ever since then. As you can see right here, I just drew it out, boom, boom. They just been going crazy. So about it looks like, what's that top right there? 131 is your high right now, and I'm saying 114 being your low. A lot of gaps here at Spotify. But I really think this is a bullish pattern here. This is bullish formation. So I would expect more upside here. I'm looking at Spotify to break to about 132 there. If it breaks above 132, I would say look at it. Spotify trying to get back to about 137 by the end of the week. Up here in this level, maybe even 140, but definitely about 132 if it wants to keep showing this bullish formation, this bullish pattern as you're seeing here. You feel me? It's going to keep doing that. But if not, if this is the top and the bears are stepping in here, I will be looking at more downside here on Spotify at about 124, 122. There's a gap fill right here at a 118, 119. I see a small another gap fill right here at 124, 123. So they got a lot of gaps. Like I said, they can really take this thing anywhere. But yeah, more downside. Definitely, I would be looking at the levels about 125 to 123. If it's upside, I'm looking at the levels to about 130, 132 on Spotify, you guys. And that's really it, man. Like I said, I ain't gonna hold y'all all night. Big week this week, man. Y'all tune in. We're gonna be doing recaps all week here. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I hope y'all ready too, man. It's time to make some money. It's time to just be ready to make some money. It's time to be ready to understand that this market, it's got a mind of its own. It's gonna change its mind every day on you. So don't try to control it. Control your emotions. You feel me? Control your emotions. Don't try to control the market. That's where people get thrown off track and out of the loop when they try to control the market because there's no controlling it. You feel me? There's no controlling it at all. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like I said, I ain't gonna hold y'all. My computer acting a little slow. I'm trying to show y'all some more stuff, but you see it's not loading. So we're just gonna sign it out here tonight. I went over everything I need to go over. Y'all check this recap out and go back and listen and learn something, man. And earn something this week. This is the business owner of LCOD and managing member of LCOD. I hope y'all had a good weekend again. Like I said, I hope you have a good night. I see y'all Monday morning. That market open at 9:30, so be ready to go. We'll be back with a video around 7 p.m. this evening. It is already it's technically already Monday. Wow, it's 1 a.m. Oh man, I made this video late. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gonna have to catch this in the morning or on your lunch break or something. But I'll holler at y'all, man. Y'all hold it down. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out. This was the recap with Let Cash Accumulate Over Days. See y'all Monday.